The Fred Jackson Show on WBBZ-TV. Sponsored by Buffalo Wine and Brew, Transit Road, Depew. Brew beer, make wine. The Buffalo Roadhouse Grill, Niagara Falls Boulevard near the 290, where the Buffalonians roam. Duville College, educating for life. On the Rocks Liquor, Discount Liquors, Bailey Avenue, Buffalo. And Reimer Heating and Air Conditioning with the Wizard of Comfort and your hometown comfort professionals. Now, from the WBBZ-TV studio at the Eastern Hills Mall, it's time for the Fred Jackson Show with running back Fred Jackson and co-host Bob Kuczynski.
And welcome to the Fred Jackson Show. We're live here at the Eastern Hills Mall. And ladies and gentlemen, the star, fittingly enough, of the Fred Jackson Show, Mr. Fred Jackson. We got a great audience tonight. First of all, we have the Cub Scouts in the audience tonight. They're from the Maple East Elementary School, Bear Den Pack 222. Guys, let's hear it for yourselves. They're excited and also excited to be here tonight. From 97 Rock, we have DJ Dave Jixter. Let's hear it for DJ Dave. And the master of the Twitter universe, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Galver, social media himself. Let's hear it for Brad. Well, Fred, it's you and I tonight. It's our special Halloween show.
Yeah.
You know, we spared no expense. And we've got some photos a little later on to show of you and your family went all out for Halloween. But first, we've got a lot of positives. You've got a road win against a divisional opponent in New York, and they don't come easy.
They don't. You know, this is the first time we've actually won in that stadium. So it was a great team win. Our defense did some tremendous things, creating 7 total turnovers, I believe. So anytime you have, 7 turnovers, it's going to give you a great chance to win a football game. And they did that. As long as our defense continues to play like that, we're going to be a hard team to beat. And we were able to go into New York and get a win.
We were talking before the show. This obviously was the toughest game for you because you had to stand on the sidelines and watch.
Yeah, never fun when you are sitting on the sideline and you want to be out there and compete with your teammates, and you see some plays that you feel like you could have made, and it was hard for me. But our teammates did a tremendous job, or my teammates did a tremendous job going out there, being prepared and going into a hostile environment and getting a win.
So you got Anthony Dixon, you got Bryce Brown running the ball. There was a change made on the offensive line. Craig Urbick was starting. But the results haven't changed. It's been very tough for this team to run the football over the last 5 or 6 weeks.
It has been. And that's something that we are well aware of and something we got to get corrected. If we want to make a run at the playoffs and, be somebody who's going to contend for a Super Bowl, we have to get that fixed. And we know that, it's on us to get that done. Here soon. We have to, with the weather, getting ready to change. We're not going to be able to throw the ball 40 times in a game. So that's on us. We have to make that work. I'm excited to step up to that challenge when I'm able to get back on the field and try and get things turned around.
Well, nobody can accuse Doug Marrone and Nate Hackett of giving up on the run because they're insisting on running the ball. They ran the ball over 30 times. You average about 2 yards a carry. Doug Marrone, pretty much his philosophy seems to be establish the run first. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. That's what he tries to do. When we go into a game, we want to be able to be physical and make some plays in the running game. And that's on us to get done, as an offensive unit. When we know that our coach wants to do that, we have to go out there and get that done, and we haven't got that done, as of late.
Teams know you want to run the ball, and we talked earlier in the year about them putting one more guy in the box. Is that still happening, or what? I mean, I don't want you to call out names, obviously, but what doesn't seem to be clicking for you guys?
Well, I think it's us as a unit. It's not one guy. We'll get one guy miss a block here. We'll get one guy, as a running back missing a hole there. So it's on all of us. We all got to get on the same page. You got to give credit to some of the defenses that we've played against, though. We've played against, 3 top 5 teams in the running game. So it's going to be tough sledding when you play against those guys, and the Jets are no different. They were number 4, coming into it, and they did a good job, and you got to give those guys credit for making plays.
this defense, the defense that has been assembled, and you got a new defensive coordinator, but this defense is better than last year's defense. Coach Schwartz has done an outstanding job of getting these guys to defend the run.
Yeah, and that you got to give him, a lot of credit for that. He's inherited a lot of players, and he's taken exactly what he needed to do. Watch film on them and put those guys in the perfect position to make plays. And anytime you got a coach that's putting you in a position to make plays, you got to get the job done, and that's what they're doing.
What about you physically? I mean, you're walking around here. You seem to be okay. Obviously, you're not ready to play. How's that coming along?
Met with the doctor today. He said, everything's going well. We just got to keep with the same regimen that we're doing, and hopefully I can get back soon. But we're on the right track, and it's just on me to continue to do rehab and continue to show up and do what I can to get back as soon as possible.
Having the bye week doesn't hurt. I mean, at least you're not missing a game.
That's, the best thing about it. This bye week came, at a perfect time for myself. So I got to take advantage of that and do what I can to, get ready to come back and play as soon as possible.
You were telling me that you had trouble. It was really tough for you Sunday morning. You got up early. You knew you weren't going to play. I mean, as a competitor, I guess that's as tough as it gets to be ready. You feel healthy other than something that wouldn't let you run full out. You can't step out on that football field.
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world. I woke up at about 6:30 and just was up and ready to go. And when you know that you're not playing on a game day, it's one of the things that's hard to deal with as anybody who's a competitor. They want to be out there, they want to compete, and that's exactly what was running through my mind. And knowing that I wasn't going to be able to go out there was something that definitely weighed heavy on me. But when you get our team to go out and play as well as they did, it kind of lightens that burden for you.
Did you have any words of wisdom for your fellow running backs during the game?
I told them just to go be themselves. Boobie's Boobie. He's going to be a guy that's a brick wall to run through, and Bryce is Bryce. He can make you miss, and he can take it the distance. So I just told them to go do what they do.
Okay, sit right there, because when we come back, we've got some great Halloween photos of your family at the Halloween party. And I know everybody at home is saying, ask them about Sammy Watkins. Well, we will when we come back on the Fred Jackson Show.